Welcome to Famous Dead People with your host, Carl Dahlquist.
Now, we welcome the 26th President of the United States, a man as remembered for his oversized personality as his many accomplishments, President Teddy Roosevelt.
Theodore.
Excuse me?
Forget the bears. I abhor the name Teddy. Call me Theodore, or nothing at all.
Very well, President Theodore. What do you consider some of the highlights of your career in the military and in the presidency?
In the military, when you charge up a hill like San Juan Hill, put down the enemy army, and single-handedly turn the tide of a war, that's always got to be at the top of the list of things you've accomplished in your life. As far as the presidency goes, Panama Canal, bridging the two main oceans in the world, taking the territory from another country, bending the earth to my will, that's not an accomplishment, nothing is.
Quite the accomplishments. Why did you choose to quit the presidency after 8 years?
Well, I thought I'd found a man who would carry on the things I wanted to do. Progressive reforms that were necessary for this country. His name was William Howard Taft. I thought I could hand my projects over to him. I thought he would carry on the legacy. Instead, he betrayed me. He watered down everything and threw the party into shambles. Biggest mistake I ever made.
Why did you decide to run in the election of 1912 as a candidate from the Progressive Party?
Well, like I was just saying about Taft, which is basically a slur nowadays, I didn't want him president anymore. The Republican Party was not going to remove him from the ticket, so I decided to take matters into my own hands. I ran against him in the Republican primary and lost because of party politics, which is always dirty business. So, what I did was decided to start my own party. Progressive Party, working on the reforms that I had set out to do from the very beginning of my presidency. Got a nickname early on. The reporter would ask me how I was feeling. Well, I feel as fit as a bull moose. From that point forward, we were the Bull Moose Party. Hit perfectly.
Did spending all the time you spent outdoors make you a better president?
How could it not? The outdoor toughens a man. It makes him truly a man. It puts him in tune with the way that the world and nature work. And without those things, you cannot be a successful president. You cannot be a successful human being. To be a leader of men without actually feeling the power of manhood, it's an oxymoron. It cannot be.
How did Upton Sinclair's book, The Jungle, influence you?
Well, you read the things that you find in that book. Unspeakable things being put into the food that my citizens eat, into the things they need to sustain their lives. And it's not right. It's unspeakably horrible. So I needed to create an office to protect the quality of the food that people ate. I needed to actually protect them from the dangers of big business. It's cheaper to use these horrifying things that are terrible for people. So someone needed to step up and make them do what was right. And that man was me.
Tell us about your experiences during the war, specifically with the Rough Riders in the Battle of San Juan.
Charging up San Juan Hill, seeing the enemy firing down upon you. Many men would be terrified at such a thing. But to me, it's the utmost of exhilaration. It was one of the greatest moments of my life, being able to participate in something that will be remembered forever. And the men under my command performed valiantly. They did their duty to their God, to their country. was just truly an epic for the ages.
In 1925, a mountain monument sculpture depicting you, along with the founding fathers George Washington and Thomas Jefferson, and the great emancipator himself, Abraham Lincoln, was commissioned. Tell us about your feelings about being considered in the same context as these leaders.
Well, I can't deny that it is humbling, it's an honor, but at the same time I can't help but feel that the work I did to conserve the beauty of the nation, to protect the people from business and monopolies, and all the other accomplishments that I did, I belong. I am a man who will be remembered and deserves to be remembered for the things I did, for the people I protected. My voice isn't high enough to be TR, but...
So, tell us about the campaign in the election of 1912 and the speech that you gave in Milwaukee.
In Milwaukee, a madman decided that I needed to be killed. So he shot me. Well, got shot in the chest. But from my experience in anatomy and hunting, I knew that since I wasn't coughing up blood, he hadn't hit my lung. So, in order to not admit defeat and to stand tall like a man, like I should do, I decided to give my speech. Good 90-minute speech, got the crowd all riled up. They were with me every step of the way, and only after that, only then, did I actually go to the hospital. And even at that point, the doctors decided that it would be more trouble than it was worth to take the bullet out. Still got it in me, right there.
Fascinating. What advice would you give young people today on how to succeed in life?
How to succeed in life? Go out into the world, go out into nature. Do the things that get you in touch with toughness, with self-resolve. And bring those into your everyday life, as well as knowing when to pick your battles, how to use diplomacy and force together, how to speak softly, carry a big stick.
And for our final question today, how did you die?
Well, political campaigns take it out of you. I was tired. I was run down. And quite frankly, all my adventures throughout my life, they take their toll. I battled malaria, other such diseases. And I just went to sleep one night, never woke up. It was a massive heart attack.
Thank you for coming in today. This has been another episode of Famous Dead People, today with President Theodore Roosevelt. Tune in next time when we speak with another great American president, Abraham Lincoln.
Bully!